And hello, Alon, right?
Hi. Hi.
Maimoni.
Maimoni.
You're all the way from Israel
Yeah.
at UP conference here in San Francisco.
Thanks.
Enjoying our weather.
Yeah, amazing weather.
It's a little stormy, so did you have at least some sunshine?
No, actually, yesterday was great, but today it was even great. Actually.
Okay, so
we
you
have
had
a lot of
of
sunshine
clouds.
back home. Yeah, we love a lot of sunshine back home.
Well, you came to Cloud Conference.
Yeah.
We wanted not only cloud
Yeah,
and
we're
data
used
centers.
to clouds. We're very good with cloudy weather. We're doing it pretty well.
Right, but you came for another conference also called Clouds, but that's about data centers, virtualization.
Yep.
What brought you here?
Besides having a lot of business here in terms of customers, we were here for the App conference. We were nominated as the top 3 cloud security solutions. And we were one of the finalists, and we decided to come to the event as well.
So it's called 40 Clouds.
40 Cloud, yeah.
It's not like 4040, it's F-O-R-T-Y.
It comes from fortifying your cloud.
Okay,
So that's the official name. The unofficial name is that all the founders are turned 40 when they founded the company, so they call it 40 Cloud.
okay.
But that's an unofficial story. But it's 40 from fortify your cloud.
So you can start up at any age.
Definitely.
When the company was organized?
It was in a garage mode at 2011, and it was founded by 2012, by the end of 2012.
And you have already a lot of customers?
So yeah, we have quite a few customers, big customers, most of them American companies.
Why they attracted to your company?
Okay, it's a good question.
That's the right question. Attracted.
So 40 Cloud is currently offering a very unique solution where basically it provides companies that are deployed in the public cloud the ability to turn their public cloud infrastructure into a virtual private network. And the product itself is very easy to use, so you don't have to be a security expert, and you don't have to know IPsec protocols or very deep and complicated security things. You basically use 40 Cloud's dashboard to turn your public cloud infrastructure to a private network, and it's basically very simple. We kind of hide the complexity we hide the complexity behind the scenes and provide people with a platform that they can secure their cloud very easily.
Yes, when I saw your chief officer speaking, he was giving slides.
Yeah.
And Amit Cohen.
Yeah.
And that was complicated slides. It's one PowerPoint on top of each other and many details like small shrifts there, small print to read, how much security you put it in, how many different solutions and different levels you put into cloud service.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a good presentation. It had a variety of, basically Amit was going through the idea of, in today's infrastructure as a service, what are basically the common challenges that companies are dealing with in order to secure their cloud infrastructure. So that was the whole idea of the presentation itself.
Now, your company is very young, only about a couple of years, and you have customers, American customers. When the company was organized, what was the idea? What you guys was trying to achieve?
So I think the main idea was that the cloud obviously had created a big disruption in the IT world. So companies were used to having their own data centers, and they were managing a lot of these big computer rooms. And now came along the cloud and basically took away all the physical infrastructure. So everything is somewhere, and it kind of created a new way for companies to host their solutions. And it basically the first thing that was the main concern was security. So if I'm going to move my if I was a company and I was used to have all my really sensitive applications and my product services on my physical infrastructure. Now I need to put it in the cloud. And hold on a second, who owns the cloud? Like, where does it reside?
Who's responsible to keep my data safe?
Exactly.
And
So this was the main idea behind where 40 Cloud was born. Is basically taking the, let's say, old approach for security, for creating a private network security, and bring it to the cloud, basically.
great. Well, I think we should bring your CEO and let
You should definitely shoot.
and let him give the presentation
Yeah,
without
sure.
those slides and
Okay,
see
let's
how
see if
he
he-
can
let's see if he does that.
if he can handle that. And we continue with our conversation here with company called 40 Cloud, F-O-R-T-Y Cloud. Almost like sounds like 40, and we discussed that I guess you're one of the founders who started at 40.
Yeah.
You look
So-
very young, so just a comment.
Thanks. But so there is two versions of why we're called 40 Cloud. The formal version is that our solution fortifies the cloud, so it makes your cloud more secure, like a fortress. And the informal version is that all the three founders are in the early 40s. So 40 Cloud.
And the company was originally in Israel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now you have a lot of customers here in America, and you have offices here as well.
Yeah.
And we're also opening, as I said, an office here in San Francisco in 2 months' time.
Yeah, I saw your presentation with lots of slides. Luckily, you got the electricity to show
Yeah.
those slides. And all of the things involved in the solution to make our data safe in the cloud
Mhm.
virtual world. And of course, that's always concerning.
Yeah.
And all those solutions you come up with your engineering team, how that's happened in your company?
So basically, the founders came with a very long experience in networking and solution and enterprise security. And when we started working on the company, we've looked into the quickly evolving cloud market. And we understood, and everybody's talking about it, that there are inherent security problems in cloud. So we set forth to solve those elements of missing security features and systems in the cloud. And this is what we are pursuing in the 3 years that we are working, since we were established in early 2012.
So if I have my own company and I have data, now I can get store at third party like perhaps Amazon, and you work with any cloud
Yeah.
providers.
So our solution, one of the benefits is that it can work on any cloud. So it gives you the flexibility to choose the cloud that you most like, and then you get our solution that will secure deployment. One thing that is important to understand about cloud, that on one hand, cloud enables us to be very, very flexible and agile. And we can launch servers in a few mouse clicks anywhere in the world. But with respect to security, the cloud brought us back almost 15 years, because all the enterprise security that we have invested in the last 15 years is not relevant to the cloud. Okay, you cannot use it in the cloud. And because of this big disruption, this is a place for new companies like us to build innovative solutions that will enable you to bring back your security to the cloud.
Now I have to kind of imagine in my head without PowerPoints here. So here my data goes somewhere. Do I have encryption key? Do I have software? Where is that your software, I assume, will stay?
Yeah. So we are focusing on networking and access. So for example, if you are moving some information from your enterprise to be stored in the cloud, we will make sure it is encrypted all the way, so nobody can see what's going on. If you are deployed in the cloud and you would like to get your employees to get access to the cloud, but you still need to see what they are doing, and you need to control that they are doing only the things that they can. These are also things that we will provide. We will enable you to authenticate your user and to enforce different access rights for different employees. So it brings you back the control over what is going on in your IT systems, even though they are only virtual and they can be distributed anywhere.
It's like stock market. You're kind of holding the money, but you're not really kind of having control. You can sell it on time if you know when. Here, I guess you give some positive things to the businesses because I will have control over my data.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when the stock market crash. Here, you somehow keep it secure.
I'm not sure how the reference to the stock market holds, but you should bear in mind that for some organizations, security is not an option; it's a must.
Yes.
For example, if you are a company that deals with health information.
Yes, all the regulations.
Yeah,
and financial, which is close
Yeah.
to,
So
to
you
the stock
are-
market.
You are under heavy regulation,
Right.
and it is it's a criminal offense if you are not doing what you need to do. So in this case, if you want to move to the cloud and benefit from the economics of the cloud, you must have the right security mechanisms in place. So it's a for some companies it's a must. For some companies it is a nice to have.
So do you give like encryption keys as well?
We provide encryption, firewall, all those things that you need to secure your access and networking.
And then you work with companies in certain industries or pretty much all industries?
So our solution is provided as a service. So whatever you do, you can join the service. But there are several segments that our solution is most compelling. So for example, health and financials. If you are in the ad tech or business intelligence or real-time analytics industry, then those guys are using the cloud very massively and their distribution is very high. So again, our solution is very, very compelling because we can take your deployment and connect it to one secure network.
SaaS providers,
Yeah.
other SaaS providers.
Yeah. So if your business, so if you're a SaaS provider, so your business is providing some kind of service
Right.
from the cloud, then you must protect your infrastructure in the cloud, because if your infrastructure is being hacked, you cannot provide your service.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many of our customers are SaaS providers themselves.
Very good. Now, as disruptive technology, now owners can have as many data as they can keep and work on it and analyze, because security come as a concern and for some must. How do you think you can help them in the future? Like maybe something else happen, hackers around can get into encryption keys or wherever. Would you work on security solutions more and put some more firewalls, more of different things to protect us? Because we're getting very
Of course.
concerned.
It's always
Of
the
outbreaks.
risks are always evolving together with technology.
Right.
And of course, going forward, our plans is to add more and more security features and security options. Some of the security options are relevant to, let's say, the financial segments or the healthcare, but we're definitely going to add, as we go along, to add more and more security features and options.
Now moving.
And more integration So one of the things that enterprises invested a lot in security,
Right.
but now they want to continue working with what they have on
Right.
premise. So as we go along, we continue to integrate more and more with the legacy system that the enterprise has. So this is something that going forward we still have a long way to do.
Now, with your efficient education and knowledge and love to technology, I guess, otherwise you wouldn't be in this
Yeah.
field.
Yep.
Where do you think we're going with cloud and concerns about security and what to see in the future?
So first we need to understand that cloud is still, and I'm talking about infrastructure, cloud
Right.
is still in its early days. So, I mean, roughly speaking, 80% of cloud users are new companies.
Right.
New companies, they don't have the legacy of existing data centers and existing IT equipment, and they are new, so they are accustomed to consume services from the cloud. Now, as the cloud market starts to be a mature market, then more and more enterprises and Fortune 500 companies will migrate to the cloud. Their needs are a bit different,
Right.
because they need integration with their on-prem systems, with their private cloud, and so on. So I think looking 3 to 5 years ahead, we will see all those big players migrating to the cloud, and it will change a bit how the cloud economics and how the cloud works. Of course, from our perspective, we are in a good position to meet this development and provide a solution that will be suitable for them when they migrate.
Because it's make it convenient for end user as well, because I can work on one device, switch to another device, because it was all connected in the cloud. So while I'm working on this device, the data was going over there, and I can connect it through many others and connect other people. So that's useful.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's you putting all this security and encryption keys that nobody can get into those transmissions.
One of the important things is if you are connecting with your tablet or from your cell phone or from your computer at home, what is important is that we will identify you, that it is you and not someone else.
Right.
And if it's you, you will be able to access what you need. If it's not you, we will block it. So it's, again, the evolution of the cloud comes together with the fact that you can be anywhere, but you still need to be able to access your IT systems.
Now, many years from now, maybe 100,000, new generation will look into it, looking for the data we generated.
Okay.
And it was safe in the cloud, encrypted, and they're like, how do we access this? We have keys, stones, right? We have stones, we have pyramids, we have books, and that could all disappear soon. And that data, so how we can...
I still read books, the paper books.
Right, but new generation could be not having books anymore, all through the tablets and clouds. So how that generation will access the data, if they can, I don't know. And how they would know they were smart, that we have all this data preserved.
This is too complicated for me. I know the pace of the evolution of technology is so rapid, so we cannot anticipate what will happen in 20 years. I'm looking at my mother, who was born in the middle of the 30s.
Right.
See, in her lifetime, see what's the technology evolution was so enormous that nobody could anticipate.
Yeah, that's true.
Who can know?
Yeah, I gave my mom smartphone or tablet, and then she's like, I cannot see, it's too small. Now I cannot get off her hands.
Yeah.
Because she can communicate with Russia and her friends and do phone calls and video, and it's like whole things going on. So that's technology, and thank you to you guys to make it available, because if not you, it's I would be busy doing something else. So that's big disruption and many things yet to come too. Because the doctors can look through the data and now can maybe have conference all over the world and say, yeah, I treated cancer like this. Could be from Israel because they have good medical centers, and American doctors say, yeah, I look at this data and it could be anonymous data from patients who need help. And you would keep the data secure and help.
Definitely the cloud and the evolution of the cloud helps do collaboration, help to get a lot of information and to analyze it, as one piece.
Make things more efficient for
Yeah.
patients. Actually, the whole healthcare IT is something that is really disruptive right now, and you see more and more companies coming up with new medical services that didn't exist before. And I think it would be beneficial for the end user, for the patient itself.
And all those, definitely, all those medical devices that,
Oh, that's a lot of data constantly.
yeah,
Yeah.
they need to transmit their data to somewhere, and it needs to be secure because it's your personal data. So the cloud plus security answer to those needs.
Well, if you wish to our viewers and listeners, what would be those wishes will be?
That's a question for
Me?
Yes, you start. He was talking. He did a lot of talking,
Yeah,
and
he
on
did a
this
lot of
stage, I
talking.
mean, my God, he was like very
Wish-
technical.
Well,
And you did good explanations without even PowerPoints. Thank you.
yeah, that's why he's a smart guy.
You're also smart. You're a marketing person. You make sure that we understand smart guys as a community what those smart guys has to say.
So, in terms of wishes, I think that I wish everybody to experience more with technology. Obviously, cloud is a central part of it. As Amit mentioned, we're at the beginning of a lot of things revolving the cloud. We have Internet of Things coming up, which is a very hot topic, and I think experimenting, try new things, try new services. Don't be afraid of technology. I think it's a good thing for evolution, and essentially the purpose of the end user, the patient, as I mentioned, in the healthcare IT, or the user if you're using any other new device or new technology. I think part of the experiment is enriching you as a person, and it basically enriches us as a whole. So,
Well, I mean, you still have to say something. Coming all
happy
the
holidays!
way.
Happy holidays! Yeah,
Happy
the
New Year!
holidays,
Happy and peaceful New Year!
Yeah.
And I think the cloud is also an opportunity to for people that do not have enough resources. So one of the things that cloud did is reducing the barriers for business. Because 10 years ago, you wanted to do some business, you need to have money to buy hardware, equipment, servers, computers,
Yeah,
and so on.
server, software,
Now-
hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions.
Yeah, now in $10 per month, you can rent a virtual servers in some cloud. So it reduces the barriers to do business. So people from areas in the world that they don't have
The luxury.
thousands of dollars to invest in doing business, they can now do business and play a part in the world of economy. So I think the cloud is also bringing a lot of opportunities to parts of the world that were not playing in the economy.
And that's what our video interview getting available to
Yeah.
all over the world. Because I understand that you're at UP conference, you're doing a lot of experimental things due to very bad stormy conditions,
Yeah.
unusual in 16 years
Dark
in
ages.
California, dark
Dark
ages,
ages.
no lights and no air conditioners, no
Candle.
nothing. And you still came here, did your presentations, and this was dedication
Yeah.
to promoting the technology to our world and make it easier to use for everyone, and also businesses to make it cheaper, affordable, and useful and secure
Yeah.
for many generations to come. So thank you very much to
Thank
make
you.
it happen.
Thank you for inviting